favorite ones to get going. So, all right, I think we are ready to get started. Welcome everybody back to the Terry Hansen Show. It's great to be with you once again on this Tuesday morning in October. Holy cow, it's freezing cold in Podunk, Potato Land, Idaho. As you notice here, my co-host, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, they're looking a little frosted these days. We are at that stage in our life here in Idaho where we're scraping windows and all the grass is in the mornings is frosted and starting to get little frozen puddles here and there, and it's kind of miserable. The old people, I think, have got it right. The snowbirds who leave freezing cold Idaho and head down to Arizona, I think they're not stupid. I think they're on to something there. So, but anyway, it's great to be back with everybody once again. As you know, my name is Terry Hansen, and welcome to episode number 47 of this show. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how to get yourself in front of senior decision makers who are somewhat hesitant to meet with you. I had a good conversation with one of my existing clients yesterday, as a matter of fact, and one of the challenges that they were running into is they've got a big portfolio of existing clients that they work with, and most of their interaction is primarily with the purchasing agent. And to deepen that relationship, to cross-sell, to upsell, to get more opportunity to grow that existing client relationship, they need to obviously start developing a good rapport with some of the senior executives inside the company. But historically, they haven't had much of that relationship, and some of their efforts to try to get meetings have failed. So a lot of common ways to try to get meetings with senior executives who are a little reluctant to meet with you. And when you try, they say things like, yeah, that sounds good. Just meet with the purchaser and they'll take care of you. They always just seem to push you as the salesperson off to the purchasing agent. So kind of begs the question, what do you do? They've tried hosting big events, golf tournaments, taking them out to dinner and saying, hey, let's invite you senior executives, the CEOs, the vice presidents, that sort of thing. Let's invite you to dinner and we'll chat with you a little bit, or let's talk about some strategic annual planning for next year, or let's talk about some new updates or things like this that we have to show you, give you a presentation or a demo, or give you a tour of our plant or our facility. All of those efforts and all of those messages have kind of failed. They say, hey, that sounds good, that sounds wonderful, just go do that with the purchasing agent. So we had this conversation of how do we get into the senior decision makers? How do we motivate them and get them willing and interested to chat more with us? And so we talked a little bit about that, and we had a great conversation, and I thought it was worthy to share some thoughts with you guys today as well. So that's what I wanted to focus our time in. So first off, I'd ask you guys that question. If you were, as entrepreneurs, as sales professionals, and as freelancers, when we have existing clients, we've got the business already, but we want to grow more new business with that existing account, and we're having a hard time breaking into the senior executives and that group, what would you guys suggest? I would love for you to post your comments down below, both on Instagram, here on YouTube, as well as other social media channels, wherever you might be seeing this. Do that, post down below. What suggestions do you have other than giving plant tours, presentations, taking them out to dinner, inviting them to special events to try to motivate them to just have a chance to meet with you? So post your comments down below. Love to hear from you. Okay, so let's dive in. I title this really, there are the 6 P's, like the letter P, 6 P's. There are 6 topics or 6 areas that we can focus on to, and all of these may or may not work, but so usually some combination of them usually will. And so I'll share these 6 P's with you. But they all center around this fact that what senior executives, CEOs, vice presidents, general managers, business owners of any flavor, what is most important to them are ways to make money, ways to save money, or ways to reduce fear and risk of some kind. That's it. So if you can think about how your product or service can help somebody make more money, save money, or reduce risk and fear, then you're on to the right thing. Now, for us as entrepreneurs and sales professionals, it's super easy for us to default to how can we help you save money? Well, it's usually drop our prices or do something. It's always easy to sell something on the premise of how can we help you save more money, save more money, save more money. And that's good. That affects bottom line, that affects profitability, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, it's pretty common. A lot of your competitors, a lot of my competitors will also default to that same message. There's a lot of people that can help our clients save money and save time through various strategies. So it's not that it's not valuable, it's just not unique. It's not different than anybody else. So the value is good, but it also has limited appeal, if you will. The better, stronger message is ways that I can help you make more money. And so for my particular client that I was talking to that was struggling to break into senior decision makers, they had been beating that drum, save money, save money, save money. I suggested that they switch their message around, how can we help you make more money? And so that's where these 6 P's come into play. So the first P, if you will, to think about in terms of ways to help your clients make more money with your products and services is through their people. The first P stands for people. Now think about what you could do to help their people, their employees, their managers, their people, their employees operate differently or more efficiently in a way that helps the company make more money. For example, is there something that an existing employee inside your client's company or business, a job that they do that could be outsourced to you that would allow that employee to have their hours redirected towards other activities that are going to help that company make some more money? Does that make sense to you? What are some things that those employees are doing that could be outsourced to you that would free up their time that would allow them to make more money? Think along those lines. What else can you do to help employees leverage their time in a way that's better to help the company make more money? So focus on the people part. That's the first P. Second P is the product. Now, it's not your product, it's their product. Think about how they monetize. Think about how your client makes money in their industry. Think about what their product is. Think about what their service is. Think about what they sell. And that's where you zero in your attention and your focus. Now, think about whatever it is that you sell. Is there something that you can sell to them or offer to them that will enhance their product, their service, the way that they interact with their customers? Is there something that can enhance their product or their service? Is there something there that could cause their product or service to become more valuable and more attractive, hence maybe even be able to raise prices or something like that you could provide? These are just critical questions for you to think about in terms of ways to help them make more money through your products and services. So don't forget their product, their service, and how you might be able to do something to enhance their product, their service in some way. Okay, the next P to think about is process. Their processes, their procedures, their systems, their processes. Is there some way that you can help modify, streamline, change, improve, avoid duplication in processes to help them become more efficient? Are there ways that you might be able to, say, perform some sort of an audit or an evaluation or an analysis on their internal processes to identify where there's duplication, where there's bottlenecks, where there's inefficiencies, and then be able to consider thinking about, and by plant, I'm not talking about household plant, I'm talking about their facility, their building. Is there some change or modification that could be made to their plant, their facility, their building, their workspace that would help them generate more revenue in their company? For example, this particular client that I was working with, they happened to be in the packaging and warehousing industry. So one of the examples that we locked onto is their clients happen to have limited storage space in their facilities. And one of the things that they locked onto is we could convert some of their internal storage space into production space. So take their existing stuff that they're storing in their facility, their plant, their warehouse, and store it at my client's place, freeing up some space there in the facility that the client then could use and convert that storage space into more production space, ramping up and increasing their production size. Does that make sense? So are there things that your product or service that you guys could do at the building, at the facility, at the plant, at the warehouse level to help them be able to increase their capability or capacity to produce more revenue? So think along those lines. Okay. Another one to think about is promotion. Promotion, thinking marketing, advertising. Is there a way that your product or service can enhance or improve your client's ability to tap into new markets, help them launch new products, help them to brand themselves better? Is there something that you can do to help enhance and improve their overall marketing, advertising, and promotion so that they can generate more revenue in that way? Does that make sense? So think about that thing. So far we've got 5 different ways to help a company, help your client make more money by impacting their people, their products, their processes, their plant or their facility or buildings, their promotional efforts. The last one is their price. Their price. So what is it that you can do to help them be able to maybe even increase the prices or the perceived value of their products and services? So these 6 P's are all examples of different ways for you to think about how you could help your clients generate more revenue, make more money. If you're having a hard time breaking into the C-suite, the executives, and your messages and your attempts are kind of falling flat, to one of these as a guideline or as a framework or as a structure to help facilitate that conversation about ways that you can help them generate more revenue. So it's great to be with you guys. Hope the rest of your day goes super well. Use these 6 P's to guide your conversation with your existing clients or maybe even brand new prospective clients on ways that you can help them generate more revenue for their companies. So if you have any other ideas or suggestions, post those down below. And as always, we have coming up this week a special sales training workshop, an online sales training workshop that I want to invite you guys to come and participate in as my guest. In that workshop, we're going to be talking about 3 secrets that you can use to boost sales and build a 6-figure sales income, even if you're brand new to selling or even if you're frankly just not a very good closer. You don't have a background in selling and it's just not your forte. I'm going to share with you 3 secrets that you can use to still boost your sales and increase sales despite that situation. So click the link below, register as my guest now. Normally the fee is $97 to participate in this workshop, but because you're watching this, it's my special guest. If you click the link below, it's a special link. It'll take you over there and you can register for free. And we've got a space reserved for you. So great to be back with you on behalf of myself and my co-host, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. We love you and can't wait to see you again back on the next episode of The Terry Hansen Show. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.